They have dialogues, interfaith dialogues.
Not in any Islamic country, but in the other countries, yeah.
Yeah, in Pakistan they have interfaith dialogues.
There are Jews and Christians in Pakistan.
Yes, of course.
Don't you kill Jainites like khirfan, like sheep?
Khirfan.
Khirfan means sheep in Arabic, but
Yeah.
like the Indians. What Pakistanis do to Indians? Hindus rather.
Are you aware of what's going on in India at the moment?
Surfacely.
Because I swear by all that is holy, if I even show you a fraction of what's going on in India, you won't be able to sleep today.
So you think it's retaliation?
I've been following the India thing for the last year. Studiously,
It's
I've been
normal.
following.
You're Pakistani, India, Pakistan.
No,
It makes sense.
For me, to be honest, I'm a Muslim, so I will follow anything to do with Muslims and Islam. That's what I will follow, because Muslims are my brothers and my sisters. Yeah, even people of other faiths say they are my brothers and sisters in humanity, but Muslims are my brothers and sisters in faith. But one thing to bear in mind, bro, is in India, Muslims are a minority. Yeah.
This white partition. Pakistan and Bangladesh.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm interested to hear in what has given you the impression that Muslims are oppressing Indians in India.
No, I never said in India. We were talking about Pakistan.
You're saying Hindus, isn't it?
In Pakistan.
Oh, in Pakistan?
Yeah,
oh,
of
my
course.
mistake.
Because you're telling me there's interfaith dialogue.
Yes.
And my counter was that not in any Islamic country in the world. This is why also there isn't a single piece of literature, science, company, nothing that came out of the Islamic world since the fall of Baghdad.
No literature that's come from the fall of Baghdad. 2 Nobel Prize winners are Muslims. One is come from Egypt.
I know. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But to compare this to how many the Jews win, the Jews are 10 million.
Yeah.
There are 1.6 or 7 billion Muslims, and there are 10 million Jews. The Jews win 1 Nobel out of 4.
Yeah.
And out of all this Islamic mass, there isn't a single Nobel Prize or a piece of good literature or anything like that.
Okay, interesting. So do you feel, in your opinion, that the Nobel Prize or the Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Okay, there
it's
you
bullshit,
go.
100%.
Thank you.
It's just
Thank
a question.
you.
No.
Being honest.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I like
100%. The question is, what is a good measure of flourishing and prosperity? Screw the Nobel Prize for a minute.
That's fine.
Screw it.
I think we're going on a tangent. We'll come back to this, no problem. Let's go with the foundation, the bedrock. Do you believe in a God or a higher power? You don't believe in a God?
No, I'm democratic, I'm secular. I'm from Charlie Hebdo, you know?
Okay. Charlie Hebdo is a person, though.
No, it's a newspaper.
Okay. What, you used to work for the newspaper?
No, but I'm affiliated ideologically of the French tradition, secularism, separation between state and church. That's the only reason why we can talk. I like that the lady was wearing Charlie Hebdo, but then I talked to her 2 minutes, she tells me she's Christian.
Yeah.
Under Christianity, the UK was a dark age. Speaker's Corner, people used to hang them there for 1,000 years. And that's why today they stand on things. Because they used to say one last message before they get killed, you know?
Yeah.
And that was Speaker's Corner under Christianity. And this is Speaker's Corner under democracy. And this is what I advocate for. I don't care about your private theology or cosmology. I don't particularly care. What I care is about restriction on girls' clothes, on what we can say, on what we can do.
So you disagree with what's going on in France with regards to forcing women to take off the hijab?
Not in public institutions.
So initially you said I don't want to misconstrue what you said. You said not to dictate what people are wearing, in other words.
Yes.
Absolutely. So if people are wearing something out of choice, you're okay with it being removed in certain institutions?
So it depends on the person's age. At school, it makes sense that, for example, you cannot go to a French school with a cross or a hijab or the Jewish Star of David. Forbidden. Why? For the same reason you cannot have sex under 18. Because you do not have consent.
Do Sikhs have to take off their turban when they go to?
Everyone, 100%.
Sikhs take off their turbans in France?
Everyone. No, in school.
Yeah, in schools.
100%.
Sikhs take them off?
Yeah, I'll bet 100%. I'll bet you 100%. I went to a French school and I'm of the French canon, 100%.
Okay, what about the new candidate, Le Pen? She's trying to say that hijab should be off even in public as well. Do you agree with that?
No, of course, people should wear whatever they want.
Okay, so if let's just say a person,
Of course, you wouldn't agree. You wouldn't like if I.
you go for it.
I
Go
think,
for it. Yeah.
What is this?
He's
yeah.
Allah knows best.
But
Be frank. Be open.
I think I don't have a problem with the hijab, but I think you would have a problem with miniskirts.
And just like you would have a problem with somebody taking off their speedos or their underpants.
I was walking the other day in Buckingham Palace, and I see a million people naked in the bike. I changed my route. I don't care.
Yeah.
And personally, I do believe in women modesty and things. For example, my girlfriend, my sister doesn't hold her boyfriend's hand in front of me. You know, I grew up in Egypt, where I'm not as liberal as here. But I would never stop someone else from wearing hot shirts. If anything, I like it when I see hot shirts.
Yeah. So my question to you is, who decides? For example, you said when it comes to the bottom garment, some people take it off, some people leave it on. Who decides what is modesty and what's not modesty?
The person. The idea is that it's out of the hand of government, or theocratic or otherwise, or despotic.
So France is a liberal government, isn't it?
It is.
So they've decided what is modesty and what's not modesty.
Why? No, why?
I would have thought because they are saying that the hijab is not modesty. However, maybe wearing a bra is modesty.
It's not a question of modesty. It's similar to the reason why the swastika is forbidden, because it's anti-democratic.
So I don't understand. What's the logic behind keeping the bra on?
Yeah, no. You see, most girls don't keep the bra.
No, but according to the French, because you're from France.
No, I'm not. I'm
sorry. But what did you say about France?
What did I say about France? I'm not even.
Oh,
sure.
you're part of the Charlie Hebdo.
Yeah, canon, tradition, ideology.
Okay, that's why and your accent is very French as well.
Is it? Yeah, I can't lose this.
Okay, no, it's a good thing.
I have mixed
smooth.
French, Arabic, things like this. No.
Okay, so the bra. How does your tradition say that bra is wrong?
No, it doesn't say anything.
Because
the only thing it says is that open debate. The only thing it does say, democratic governments do say, is to have places like pluralism of like multiple opinions should be heard. And this is why we have Speaker's Corner. This is why America has the First Amendment.
So you think bra is not like, even if it's off, it's okay?
For other people, 100. I don't care. I don't care.
If you were with your daughter,
Yeah.
And she saw somebody wearing nothing at the top and at the bottom, would you carry on walking there, or would you take her away?
I would take her away. I'll take her away. Like whatever.
Why though?
Because you cannot, for the same reason, they don't show pornographic movies to children.
But what's wrong with that under liberal framework? How can you prove it's wrong?
That's the thing. Liberalism and democracy is not a moral framework. I have my personal moral framework, and I do whatever I want. Just like someone else might show their daughter, they might not have a problem. When I told you when they went to Buckingham Palace and men and women were naked, some people kept their children, some people took their children away. And there are a lot of like Islam people with big beards like yourself that kept their children there. Who am I to,
Okay, so you're saying there's a distinction between the government and personal, yeah? Okay, then personally to you, how can you prove that that's wrong, exposing the top and the bottom?
It's not a matter of proof, it's not a mathematical matter, it's a matter of taste. It's like I like to eat spaghetti, you like to eat
So on what basis would you say that your taste is like that?
How I grew up.
Society?
My family,
Culture, society, family?
Exactly.
Okay, so do you believe that somebody under a liberal framework that believes on individual values can impose things on a governmental level?
It depends what. For example, we can kill each other.
But you're saying
you can prohibit someone else's free speech.
But you said liberalism, it doesn't kind of promote morality.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Except.
But then curbing or talking about freedom of speech, that's morality. Telling someone to cover up, not cover up, that's morality.
Is it? It's a tough question. You do need the stomach to be able to take things that offend you. So to that degree, it might be morality, but in general, this is how we prospered. This is how the West prospered. It's just some practical rules to go forward. It's not really moralities. Because you see, this is why in the West, people of all cultures come, because it doesn't prescribe a certain morality. It just says we have to be pluralistic, all accepting, things like that.
So the Western world, obviously, they follow liberalism, democracy, and the likes. And when they interfere or invade other countries, they go in with the notion, oh, we're spreading democracy. Do you agree with this notion of forcibly imposing democracy on countries that don't want it?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with this. I did support the Tahrir movement when I was in Egypt and like with the Arab Revolution. I don't think interventionism is okay. I am one of the very few people that there is a big question: were the Americans wrong to come and force Hitler out? I think Saddam Hussein was as bad as Hitler, if not worse. So I think Iraq, it's as justifiable as Normandy when they came to liberate Versailles. But other than this,
why would you compare Saddam with Hitler?
He was worse than Hitler.
I think a lot of Jewish people will be upset with what you just said.
Yeah, no, I don't much care about defense, but no, Hitler didn't do any of the killings on his own. There's a YouTube video, Saddam sitting leg on leg on the table with a cigar the day he took power, and he points to half the room, tells them they're traitors and to go out, and the other half goes to kill them. Saddam used to kill people with his own hands. Hitler never got that far.
Okay, so it's interesting, I mean, personal opinions, but I think there's a correlation here. So you're saying liberalism is primarily based upon the individual, use the word taste, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, so if
you can compare morality to taste, which I do, I think there's no absolute.
Okay, so how would you then have an absolute stance on freedom of speech if there's no absolute morality?
Because I don't think freedom of speech is a moral issue. It's more of a practical issue of like, if we don't have speakers' corners and we don't exchange our ideas, everyone will be poorer. Because maybe you have some truth in your Islamic gospel. Maybe I have some truth in my democratic gospel.
So truth you're equating with good, yeah? Truth is good, stopping truth is bad.
Sure.
That's morality.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Morality, yeah.
It's the idea of like best idea wins, you know?
Yeah. I think there's an issue with that, because if, let's just say, you come here, obviously you're a nice person, we had a really nice conversation, and you have some interesting ideas. Somebody might come and, personal situations, when the family member dies, or worse still, family member gets killed. What happens is it fills you with a lot of animosity and venom. It's like people who go through breakups and divorces, the venom they have with the opposite gender. So how would you be able to distinguish between a personal kind of vengeance or a bias with just taste? Because taste, I would argue, is influenced by a person's experiences, and most often than not, it's difficult for a person to distinguish the two and be objective.
Yeah. Distinguish the two, morality/taste and biases. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so somebody that's gone through something, let's just say John comes, and John's split up with his wife took everything.
Sure.
Yeah, and somebody
and
killed his father.
Woman,
but he's coming here, he's saying, I'm liberal now. I'm liberal, I don't care about any religion, He's coming, but he's sharing views. Then on what basis can you say his views are wrong?
No, on no basis. This is why there's a tradition of speaker and heckler, and they go and discuss it out. There's no basis.
So there's no right or wrong then, in other words?
No, I think what's life promoting is generally right. What's life demoting or death promoting is generally wrong. And that's all.
Okay, interesting. So in your worldview, if let's just say in 50 years' time, maybe after nuclear war, Russia, Ukraine and all that happens, then people start eating each other. Would you, and it's a majority, would you deem in your framework that eating people is okay now?
No, obviously not.
But why not? According to the criteria of, you said if life says is good or life says is bad.
Yeah.
So there, life saying is good, survival. If you don't eat somebody, you die.
Yeah. No.
And most people are doing it.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's wrong.
It's so. Maybe I answered too quickly. My personal taste, and so is most people's, is that cannibalism is out there. We're not walking meat. You know?
We are though.
No, we're not. We have dignity. We're not walking meat. This is a matter of personal taste. There's a story of a guy.
But for them, personal taste is human.
No. But,
With salt and pepper.
exactly. There's a story. I don't know if you know Craigslist. Do you know Craigslist?
Yes.
It's a website.
Yes.
A story of a guy that put himself, said, "I'm looking for someone to eat," and someone went and said, "I want to be eaten," and then he took him. He ate him and live streamed everything.
No way.
Yeah, 100%. And in the US, and he went to court, and he said in court, the guy agreed to be eaten.
Consent.
This is not 100%. And there you see how different tastes react to this. Anyone religious is really abhorred by this. Conservatives, even liberals, are really.
So let's just say your daughter says to you, Dad, I want to eat somebody, and you say, look, I don't want to eat somebody. Would you allow her?
No, it's more than this. No, it would be. It's revolting. It's like I want to rape somebody. No, it's not okay. Because following your argument, it's like as cannibalism might be life promoting, so can rape.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a new life.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
But not all ends justify the means. Cannibalism is not the same
Taste
as
though, isn't it? If a person has taste for it, then to them it's okay, you know?
No, the rape matter is not a matter of taste. The cannibalism is a matter of taste.
Okay. So
Because
in your worldview, cannibalism would be tolerant. You'd be okay with that?
It's a difficult. Personally, not. And if there was a bill, and it is outlawed in this country,
Out of interest though, you said personally not. Why not?
because as I told you, I don't think we're pieces of walking. meat.
okay, that's
I think
what
we
you
have
said.
dignity. We're humans. We're dignified.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
We're not animals.
What do you think makes us dignified?
Our intellect.
But there are other creatures that are very much intelligent. Octopus, very intelligent creature. I'm serious.
No, I understand, but like.
I was studying it for my paper.
Yeah.
Amazing creatures, octopus. I would
Yeah.
suggest check it out.
Yeah. Look, I have a scientific background as well, but.
So you know octopus,
No,
amazing
sure,
creatures.
Sure. And I watched my friend the Octopus, my teacher the Octopus documentary.
Yeah.
But they can relate and whatever. But they can't talk, make music, invent art,
They
literature.
can't talk the way we talk. They communicate in other ways, no?
It's called reactive, meaning they don't have a model of the world. For example, you touch a thing, an electrical signal goes and it does something.
Yes.
But they don't, not like us.
But there are electrical signals in our body as well.
We know we're in Hyde Park in the United Kingdom. We're symbolic. Cognitively, we're symbolic, it's called. The others are reactive. For example, you have a fly. It goes around, you do like this, whoa, and then it goes around. It forgot you ever clap. It doesn't even know there's a human there. It forgot it instantly. But we are not like this. We have a model of the world. No animal does.
But that's based upon our observations and our understanding. This is what scientists say, that back in the days we didn't assume or we didn't even acknowledge the fact that octopuses were incredibly intelligent. It's only when we developed the capability to actually measure it, then we realized, oh, octopuses are actually intelligent. And that's why people have excluded.
For an animal.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not for any human standard. You can take it.
I agree with you, by the way, but I'm just challenging
No,
that
that's
thought.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
I do think we're special. I don't advocate cannibalism either.
But I suppose, and you tell me if I misconstrue you, that it's not for intellectual reasons that we're special. It's because Allah chose us or something like this.
I would say it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's both. For example, we are special because the point that you said, because we communicate. Because we have consciousness. Yeah, we have language. Yeah, we have imagination. Yeah, we cook our food. So I would say because of these, amongst many other reasons, that's what makes us special. And that's why Allah says that we're special, because we're able to do these things. Sometimes this whole notion of separating the two, that's why even in Islam, there's no separation of church and state. Everything is Islam. It's a way of life.
This is why you don't have pluralism. You don't have Jews or Christians in these countries.
What do you mean?
Because it's the same, and there are very strict things what you can say and you can't say. This is why.
But bear in mind, there's not a single country today that actually follows Islamic law completely. Like most of them, like if you think about it, would you be able to tell me a single country that you can say this is a Sharia country?
Most Islamic countries do have, for example, in Egypt, there is a code.
Yeah, some aspects of Sharia you're saying.
No, the opposite. Some aspects of man-made law, and wherever there's no man-made law, it's Sharia, automatic.
Yeah, I would actually
And this
say
is the
yeah.
same for all Islamic countries.
So you're saying Pakistan as well applies Sharia?
I think that there are some laws that are explicit, relevant to 21st century Pakistan. We had 3 cameras.
It's because
I'm
the
not Tom Cruise, huh? What's going on with it?
because the conversation is so good, you know.
Yeah, so good for 3 cameras, or what will you?
There are 3 different channels.
4 cameras, yeah.
Because you are Tom Cruise. You're
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, Egyptian Tom Cruise. But yeah, I think this is very interesting because if a person takes on board liberalism, who?
By the way, I'm very. Yeah, no, please go ahead. Actually,
Yeah.
but discreetly, I'll take a picture of the 4 cameras if you don't mind.
Yeah, if you want to. You want to show people how famous you are, yeah?
Stay.
He's
Okay,
the audience.
Okay.
He's enjoying your conversation.
Nice. Who's part of it? Because people are just supposed to see part of it.
No, they put the cameras and they've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why so?
Because they have 2, 3 cameras and they're filming different speakers.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is one channel, another channel, another channel.
Okay, mashallah, very nice.
Yeah. No, very nice, your conversation. I'm conscious of your time. I don't want to make you
No,
late for
thank you,
anything.
thank you.
I really did enjoy the conversation. I would
Likewise.
like to carry it on, but I'm respectful of your time.
Thank you. Every Sunday I'm here. So whether you Ali Dawa, I see Salam, and I saw some videos online.
Nice.
But
Yeah, you want
we
to
figured out-
discuss? Yeah.
Look, 100%. Islam is one of the big issues of the 21st century, and I think it's it's our duty to engage with it.
Yes.
And whoever walks past you, I think is wrong. I think more people should engage with it.
Thank you.
But
Thank you, brother.
pleasure.
What's your name? My name is Zishan.
Zishan?
Yes.
A nice name. My name was Pavlos.
Pavlos.
Difficult, but
I like it.
hopefully you remember.
It's tropical.
Yeah.
Pavlos.
Zishan, huh?
Yes.
I remember Zishan.
Look after yourself, Pavlov.
Thank you, Habibi.
Have a safe
You too,
journey,
you too,
inshallah.
you too.
yeah?
And you'll see me again.
Inshallah.
Habibi,
You take
see
care,
you.
yeah? You take care. Sam, this is yours, yeah? Yeah? Do you have to go somewhere?